like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. Almaro's shot is off. Now Yurtsevin, pass to Osman. Puts up a three. Excellent D there from Mirotic. Top of the key. It's hauled in by Athens. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Well, I did have a chance to talk with the head coach for Athens. When I asked him how hard it is to game plan for Paul George, he just chuckled. He said he's one of the hardest guys in the league to guard. I really challenged our team to make sure we're communicating whenever he has the ball. It will be, as always, a team-first approach to slowing down PG-13. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Lucas passes to Osman. Five to shoot. Mirotic grabs the miss. Osman's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Shields buries the long-range jumper. He's got 6.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide-open 3.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
They set the pick. Hits the jumper in space. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Pass to Osman. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Mirotic. And that one's good. Osman.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Fires the 3. Connects from three-point range.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Pass to Yurtsevin. Back to Osman. Got a piece of it. Shields. He's defended by Yurtsevin. Out of bounds. Athens takes possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Athens trails by 5. 1:29 left here in the opening quarter.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Mirotic the screen. Out left to the wing. Shields. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. He's got 13.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And they'll keep possession.
Away team foul. Number 1. First personal foul. First team foul.
And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Now, here's Yurtsevin. D right on him.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
Athens with another miss.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage. There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And, GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
It's stolen. And now Athens on the break. There's the three. They get it back. Pass to Osman. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a three. Hits it from three-point range. Mirotic, a screen on Hernan Gomez. Shields, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Offense, the order. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
To the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's McCormick. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Grant. And a strong finish with two hands.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Nunn looking around. Pass to Brown. Shoots from 8. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And here is Brooks. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pass to Grant. He draws iron on the dunk. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. There's the screen.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Athens. Down by 12. Athens with another miss.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
Grant for 3. Athens with another miss. Out to the wing. Here's Quizair. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Nunn. They can't stop the run with that one.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Picked away. Defended by Nunn.
Number 16.
Athens trails by 14. Back to Brown. Athens moving the ball around. Over to the left wing. Nunn wide open. Oh, good on the 3.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Foul. First team foul.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And here's Brooks from outside. It's good from long range.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
The open shot by Nunn. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Nunn's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Quizair. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Nice jump shot. Good.
Number 44.
So it's the visitors now. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Brooks against Brown. There's the triple. Brooks misses. Athens trails by 13. Here's Nunn. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Nunn's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Grant, that's good. We got 22 seconds left here in the second.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point. Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Can't hit from 12. And so we conclude the first half. Up by 8. And we'll be back with you right after this.
UA team 32.
Gotta be excited for the three-point contest this year. All good things come in threes. I mean, just look it up. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for Athens.
You're not going to...
And that's a halftime.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Lucas in at the 1. Fires from way outside. Mirotic's shot is off.
He's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. Here's Lucas. Here's Yurtsevin. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And at last, they get one to fall. Hernan Gomez has got his team on the board first here in the second half for Athens. Shields bangs home the trifecta.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
Lucas passes to Hernan Gomez. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Osman. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Osman's got 9 points.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Yurtsevin. Nothing on the board. Sinks the triple.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
They get the rebound. Pass to Balmora. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Osman, covered by Mirotic. And it's Osman missing. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. 22 points for him.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
To the left side wing. Athens moving the ball around. Yurtsevin, no good. Yurtsevin's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez.
Away team foul. Shields. First personal foul. First team foul.
Tipped away.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
And it's a completely new group for Athens.
2 minutes remaining.
Brown outside.
2 minutes.
Athens with another miss. 1:56 left to play in the third. Launches the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Grant outside. Will it go? It doesn't go for him.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
The long-distance three is buried. Athens trails by 15. Brown feeling it out a bit. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. From deep. That one, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Now here's Brown. No scoring in this one. And he's good on the three ball.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Finishes in style with the double clutch jam.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. The tray. Craps in the tray. He has 31.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
To the inside. Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Brooks from outside. He can't get that one to fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 16. And time to step aside quick. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. For 3, Crane's the three-pointer.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And so Brown will bring it up for Athens. 19-point game. Takes a 3. Drills it from outside.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now, here's Nunn. He's guarded closer.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Misses the 3.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
From the corner. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
And the scoreboard tells the story.
Misses the wing 3. Now Athens with it. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Cozier. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Grant outside. That's tipped. And here we go. Here's McCormick.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Spins. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And you can see what the emphasis was at halftime. Here in the second, a lot more effort to get the ball inside, and it's starting to pay dividends.
Athens foul call. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Good. Athens trails by 17. The quick look, no good that time.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Three-pointer, Brooks. That one doesn't go. And here is Athens now. They set the pick. Here's Nunn. Kept alive. The kick out to Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And here is Brooks. To the paint.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Grant for 3. Athens with another miss. Grant's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Here's Cozier. 1:11 left here in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. And here is Athens now, trailing by 19. Grant gets a wide open look. Drills the 3-pointer. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Fires away from way outside. The shot that time not on target. $19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Hazonia in at the 3. Hernan Gomez, no good. Here's Garuba. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Switch. Wants the pick.
Pass to Yurtseven. Campazzo with a steal. Here's Hazonia. Up and in on the layup.
High percentage look right off the bat.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Here's Osman. High post here at 7. Six on the shot clock. Nice form on the 20-footer.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Musa. Sinks it from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Counted from distance.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
No one covering.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Hernan Gomez, the pass to your 7. He puts up a 3. He's off on that one. Back to Campazzo. Here's Hazonia. No good on the triple.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Pass to Musa. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Ooh, poked away. Launches a 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 3 is up. And he goes in for the dunk.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Now here's Hernan Gomez. No points yet. Fires in the triple.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Musa. The 3. Nails it from 3. 9 points in the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's stolen by Campazzo. Here's Hazonia. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
No good with the triple. 35 seconds left in the first. Puts up a deep 3. Musa, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Here we go. Hazonia gets the bucket.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Got it up. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the score. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense. He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
There's a screen. Back to Brown. Pass to Nunn. Shot clock at 5. Deck with a rebound.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Ibaka for 3. No good on the shot. Athens trails by 16. Nunn drives in. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Defended by Brown. Now here's Ibaka. He's guarded closely. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
A nice shot by Brown.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Pass to Ibaka. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Athens.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Now here's Brown. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
That'll be a 5-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Ibaka for 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Ibaka's got 8.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Grant. And it falls all over the rim and in.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Defended by Brown. To the paint. Here's Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Here's Nunn. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Nunn's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. To the right side. Tries to keep it alive. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Grab the screen. Pass to Nunn.
2 minutes.
Top of the key. They get the rebound. Second chance effort. And he lays it in.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Ibaka for 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
3 points.
Ibaka's got 13 points now in the quarter.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
The offensive rebound. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. Doesn't go that time.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
The rebound by Nunn. Athens trails by 17. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one. There's 38 seconds left in the half. From the baseline. It doesn't go for him. And here comes the break. From the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Pass to Ibaka. One second left. Rejected by Brown. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. They lead by 18. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Hey, everybody.
Like, I was taking a look at the visitors. With the playoffs right around the corner, they're in tremendous shape. They're right on top in the first half.
You mean they're ruling the roost?
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the visiting team. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Musa. Offline with a three. Athens trails by 18. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Hazonia in at the small forward position.
Yeah, maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
They set the pick. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. There's a screen from Garuba. The three. Back to Campazzo. From deep. It's hauled in by Athens.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Now Hernan Gomez. Takes it inside, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Musa. He's got 9. Back to Garuba. Four on the clock. Buries it from 3. Garuba's got 6.
A much-needed bucket after clanking their first 4 shots.
Intercepted. This one for 3. Pure from 3-point range. 9 points in the game.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Ali. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Yurtseven's got 4 rebounds in the game. Osman on the wing. To halt the run. And it's good on the layup. Osman's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
4-3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Musa. 15 points in the game.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Osman. Off target from outside. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Offensive rebound. And they get it back. Here's Campazzo. The three-pointer off the mark. A minute 4 left in the third. Pass to Yurtseven. Oh, from deep. He drops it from range. Yurtseven's got 6 points.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Here's Garuba. 40 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. Garuba's got 9 points now in the second half.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
From behind the arc. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
From deep three-point land. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Here's the break. Connects on the 17-footer. 11 points in the game.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 16. And right after... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Whew.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. He shoots. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Overall, their shot selection has been much better here in the second half. We'll see if the rest of their game follows suit.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Hazonia in at the 3. Small forward. Hits the trifecta.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Here's Osman. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hazonia. Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Give him 20. Athens trails by 19. From outside, off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Kept alive. Garuba. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And Musa pulls it down.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Ibaka for 3. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Pass to Osman. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the long J.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's the break. Here's Hernan Gomez. Off target with the three. Hernan Gomez has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far to the left wing. Pass to Azonia. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
It's rebounded by Ibaka. Richard, how do you think you would have fared if social media was as prevalent in your younger years as it is right now?
I can tell you right now, I would not be able to sit next to you right now, BA. That's the type of life I would have lived.
Knocks it down from distance.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
It's stolen away. And they're on the break. From about 19, yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
They get it back. Hazonia. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul, first team foul.
First free throw is good.
Hazonia, 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Outside none. Pulls it from the top of the key. Good. He hits the jumper.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And here's Ibaka. Inside. Grant with a steal. And here they come. He goes up.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Here's Hazonia. He's covered by Grant. Pass to Hazonia. Here's Campazzo. Nunn defends. Clock at 6. And he drives in. Banked it in off the glass.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Outside, Brown. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the triple. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hazonia. Fires from way outside. It's in. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Musa in at the 2 spot. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Musa. Inside, poked loose, and that's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. That shot off. Here's Mirotic. Wide open look. And Garuba pulls it down. 3-pointer. Next shot is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lays it up off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Musa. Off target from outside. To the right side. Shields. And the 3 off target. The 3 ball. A nice shot by Garuba.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Mirotic, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
Here's Garuba, covered by Mirotic. Here's the screen. Down low. Here's Deck. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Team foul. Palmero. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Musa. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa, covered by Mirotic. Offensive rebound, Tavares. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Musa. Off target from 3-point range.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Palmero. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Pass to Musa. Takes the 3. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Good on the 3-point shot.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Garuba. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Garuba's got 6.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Musa. He has yet to score. To the inside. Shot from 12. Tavares can't hit. 1:06 left in the first quarter. Shields. Pass to Balmoro. Clock at 6. To the paint. Tries to save it. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. Buries it from 3-point range. Garuba's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Ripped away. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Off target with his 3. Shields. No good on the triple. Pass to Tavares. Here's Deck. Here's Garuba. Can't nail the jumper. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Leading by just 1. And we'll be back with you for the start. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Ibaka's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Jacks up a 3. Got a hand on it.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And they're on the break. Off with the layup. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And finish off by Hazanya.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Cans it from downtown. He's got 5.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Team foul. Number 7. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Ibaka. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Back to Hazonia. And finished off by Hazonia.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
And Yui kicks to Ibaka. Tries it from the top of the key. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Ibaka's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Count it.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lasagna, the pass to Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
First team foul.
There's a screen. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's the three. The three-pointer is right on target. Ibaka's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
2 minutes.
And Yui kicks to Hezonja. Ibaka for 3. That miss is his 4th this game. He's shooting 3 for 7 from the field. Shoots the 3. Missed inside.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
It's picked off. One-on-one here. Brooks, the pass to McCormick. Puts it up from 12. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Here's Yui. Brooks covering. Back to Hezonja. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hezonja's got 6 points.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Pass to Brooks. Looking to end the run. Not going to go that time. 51 seconds left to play here in the half.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Ibaka looking for an opening. They set the screen. This one for 3, and the 3 ball is good. 11 points in the game.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. There's Gozer. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
On its way from Ibaka for 2. Top of the key jumper, no good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Up by 8. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Make some noise.
Execution. These guys know what they want offensively. Their timing is in sync. That's why, by and large.
And next up, here's a... And that concludes...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Campazzo. Still scoreless. From past the arc. Unable to get that one. And it's Tavares in at the center position. They set the pick. Shields. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. For the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Garuba. Here's Campazzo. Here's Garuba. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Shields. The three-pointer no good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Musa. Drains it from beyond the arc. Musa's got himself on the board with 3 there.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Mirotic the screen. Shields. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Here's Garuba, covered by Mirotic. Garuba the pass to Campazzo. And he converts the layup. Campazzo's got his first points of the night.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Got a piece of it. Here's Garuba, covered by Mirotic. Offensive rebound. Here's Deck, and he banks in the layup. Deck's got 7 points in the game.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Shot clock at 6, and the basket is good. 5 points in the game.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Here's Musa.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
First team foul.
3 from the inbound. Knocks down the 3 ball. Campazzo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
There's a good screen. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Good on the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Garuba. Knocks it loose to the left wing. Musa passes to Garuba. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Tavares passes to Garuba. 6 to shoot. Here he goes. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple 1-hand stuff to get the 2 points. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. From downtown, pass to Musa. Off target at the rim. And it's he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the...
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. They lead by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Hezonja, and it's Tavares, and it's sent. Rebound by Tavares.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
To take the lead. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Garuba. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. See some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Driving to the basket. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
He has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Shields plays it up and banks it in.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Out to Ibaka. There's the pick. To the middle and stolen by Mirotic. Shields. Hezonja defending. Out to Brooks. To tie it up. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Pass to Mirotic. Over Ibaka. Mirotic's shot is off.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Musa passes to Hezonja. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Shields takes it off the glass. He's got 20.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Well, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
It's to Musa. There's a good screen. Pocket 6. There's Hezonja. Finish off by Hezonja.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Mirotic, the screen. Shields. From outside, off the mark.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Now, here is Ibaka. Pass to Garuba. And now, here's Hezonja. It drops.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up enough.
Mirotic's shot is off. And now, here's Hezonja. Tight defense on him. Moves up, passes to Ibaka. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
You know, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here is Hezonja. Fires from way outside. It's not going to go for him. It's money from deep.
Oh, that's a real nice looking deep three ball there.
They swipe it. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. And the starting group for Athens.
Out of bounds.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Hernan Gomez. Drills it from deep.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Fires for three. And again, it's Athens with a three.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Here's Osman. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Will it go? That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Knocked away. And here's the fast break. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Gets the three to fall.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Yurt-7 a screen. Hernan Gomez, the pass to Yurt-7. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Jacks up a three, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Hernan Gomez, no good.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
They get it back. Here's Mirotic. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 5.
Yeah, he's going to work early on the offensive glass. He's so amped up.
How about early attack mode? I love the approach he's coming to this game with. Really strong.
It's scooped up. Bolmaro, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Yurt-7 a screen. Sinks the tray.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Bolmaro.
Athens foul call. Hernan Gomez. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:57 left in the first. No good on the quick three. On offense, here is Athens. Trailing by 2. Here's Osman. He buries it from 3.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Here's Bolmaro. Fade away. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Drops in the 3.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Looking to end the run. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
To the inside, Yurt-7 passes to Hernan Gomez. Throws it up high. It's stolen. 41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Bolmaro. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Mirotic. From outside the arc. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Here's Osman. Goes up on the wing. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. It's Athens. They're up by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Athens?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. They've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
And for Athens, Grant in the post. Oh, Grant throws it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Wide open. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And for Athens. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Athens leading by 4, and they're pushing it up. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Three-pointer. First shot won't go. Here's Brooks. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Grant outside. Right side, none. Up top, Grant. Outside, Brown. And he lobs it up.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little serve to break this game open.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. McCormick with a rebound.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And that one is hammered home.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk. It was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Outside, none. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Down low. Clock at 6. The 3-ball hits the 3-pointer. Nunn's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Here's Brooks. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
Athens leading by 5. A minute 53 left in the second. Over to the wing. It's picked off. And they're running. Connects from downtown.
On the break, the defense didn't want to give up anything inside, so he pops it over the top.
Grant outside. Shoots. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it. I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And there's the drive, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play.
Strong interior move. Aggressive, assertive, and effective.
Drains the triple. He's got 6.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
None up top. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3. And this is where they've struggled.
Yeah, the half court has not been kind to them. Let's see what they run.
For 3. On target from range. And this game is tied up now.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Up top, Brown. Brooks defending.
Home team foul. Automatic Brooks. First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Stripped it away. Here we go, 1-on-1. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome to halftime. First up, let's check out what games are tipping off. That gets going at 6 p.m. Eastern.
And this could be a close one, guys. 2 evenly matched teams. I don't really know what else to say. You can't win playing passive at the offensive end. I mean, how many times did we see him at the free throw line?
Practically none. That does it for halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Wing shot on the way. The fader. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurt 7's got 4 rebounds in the game. And for Athens, Osman on the wing. 3-pointer off the mark.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Fires it. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Give him 8 points now. Athens trails by 4. Counted.
Cedi Osman.
Osman's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. To the middle. Leaps for it. Pass to Balmaro. Out to the right wing. Here's Mirotic. It's rebounded by Yurt 7.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And they're on the run. Oh, hey, how about
Big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Woo. And he dunks it down.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
That's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. And he's going for the lob. And that one is stuffed right through.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Down low.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Athens trails by 7. To the paint. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Athens.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Sends it home from three-point land. 11 points in the game.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. Hernan Gomez, the pass to Osman. From the corner. That's good on the jumper. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Sees the lob. It's deflected. And he stays with it. Pass to Balmaro. 5 to shoot. Inside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Offline with a baseline jumper. In transition, here they come. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Athens trails by 8. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Osman from downtown. Hits the 3-pointer. Osman's got 9.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Takes a 3. Nails it from 3.
He's hit a pair of 3s each half, making a significant impact.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Up again.
Putting in the effort to get a second chance look. Nice.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. They lead by 6. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Athens trails by 6. None with it. Let's go with a 3. McCormick with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And for Athens, on offense, here is Athens. The quick look, no good that time. The steal. High arcing shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Brown. Grant finds Brown. Fires the three. Gets the three to fall. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Fast break. Here we go. Oh, Grant throws it down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where one or two possessions can impact the outcome.
Brooks. The jumper from the wing off target. After having trailed for a while, they could retake the lead.
Nice effort to battle back and put themselves in this position.
Nice open look, but it's no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Sinks the tray.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
Full team foul. Armani Brooks. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside none. Just 5 on the clock. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
There's a screen. Brooks from outside. The shot, no good. Brooks has gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Oh, they get a hand on it. Fires the three. He can't get it to go. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Here's Grant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Takes the three. He drops it from range.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable. He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
The drive by Brooks. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Tight ball game coming down the stretch.
Yeah, with 7 lead changes thus far, this has been a thriller.
Here's Grant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
And you know that's right. I mean, he's looking to put his stamp all over this game.
Nunn defends. And he banks in the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Brown looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches it. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Count it!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Money!
Okay, big man. Hammer it home.
Ooh, showing some athleticism right there. He still knows how to finish.
Well, he doesn't count on elevation or hang time, that's for sure, but he can still get it in the basket.
They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Athens with it.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. Third team foul. First personal foul. Fifth team foul.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Now, that's how you capitalize at the line. As long as they play good defense, I think they should have this win locked up.
Pass to Mirotic. Oh, my! What a shot! And Athens calls time here. How do you think this is going to play out?
Unless they can get a wide-open jumper, they might want to attack inside, because even if you miss at the rim, you can still draw a foul, maybe get a putback.
Substitution on the court.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. That was an incredible night of hoop.
Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. It's Athens facing the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtseven, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3 spot. Drills it from outside.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Osman. Rebound by Javaris. Here's Musa. Traps in the tray. Musa's got his second bucket tonight.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
To the wing on the left, from the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Garuba's shot is off. Now Athens with it. It's a 3-point game. Here's Lucas. No good from outside. Here's Garuba. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Launches it. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Hernan Gomez passes to Osman. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Musa. He has 6. The three. Yurtsevin with the rebound. And now Athens on the break from outside the arc. And that one's good. Osman's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's just poor transition defense. He's too good a shooter to leave open out there.
Here's Musa. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Osman. He has 5. And he finishes nicely on the layup. He has 7.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Musa. He's got 9. Here's Tavares. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just an innate ability to rebound the basketball and then make the defense pay.
Well, this is what he's known for. Attacking the glass and getting some second chance points.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Pick off in midair. And now Athens on the break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Athens shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Taking 2 shots.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
They set the pick. Here's Musa from beyond the arc and then some.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Fires for 3. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Inside, there's the steal. The 3. Athens with another miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Campazzo's shot is off. Athens trails by 5. Athens with another miss. Here's Garuba. Still yet to score. Lets it go with a 3. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Here's Lucas. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
What poise.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Up 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting 3s early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Taking a look at Athens. Here's Ibaka, and he nails the jumper. And so Brown will bring it up for Athens. Trailing by 2. Here's Nunn, and he goes in for the dunk.
My goodness, that is how you attack a bigger defender.
Stolen by Grant. Now, here's Nunn. He has 5. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Shot clock at 6. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Hazonia defending. Jams it in off the great move.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
From deep three-point land, Ibaka, no luck. Brown outside. They set the screen. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul, first team.
Here's a look at the schedule for Athens. On Tuesday, and then on Sunday. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Athens.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers. And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Count the basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Back to Ibaka.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Now Hazonia, still without a basket. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Athens.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
There's Brown with the three. He can't get it to go.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
An easy 2 points on the layup.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
And here is Athens now. There's a screen. Fires from deep. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And that one, good.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Nunn wide open. Connects from three-point range. Nunn's got the lead up to 3 now for Athens.
This offense just continues to impress.
To the left side wing. To the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Pass to Brown. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Grant. The layup off target.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Here's Hazonia. No good with the layup. Athens leading by 3. Grant on the wing. 19 seconds left in the first half. Gets an open look and hits.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
On its way from Ibaka for 2. And finish off by Hazonia.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Athens leads by just 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the Phantom Half.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Athens leading by 3, and it's Deck in at the 3, the small forward. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
10 points for him.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And for Athens, we've got Yurtsevin and Slukas in at the point guard position.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Hernan Gomez passes to Slukas. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Now Yurtsevin, 5 on the clock. Offline with his 3. Here's Musa. He trains the quick shot. Musa's got 17 now.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Rob. And here's the fast break. Here's Campazzo. And it's off from three-point range. Athens leading by 4. Here's Osman. 7 points in the game. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Musa with the bucket. Musa's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. There's Lucas. The shot missing. And they're running for the lead. Musa with the bucket. Musa's got 25 points.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And it goes down 2 points. Guys, what a back and forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Pass to Campazzo. And the shot goes in. Campazzo's got his first basket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. And Athens leads by 1. Osman's gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Here's Musa. Hernan Gomez covering. 1:35 left in the third quarter of the game. Musa passes to Tavares. Just 5 on the clock. From the wing. Musa can't hit.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Pass to Osman. Shot from the wing. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. 50 seconds left in the third. Here's Musa. Buries the long-range jumper. Musa's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
to the left wing. Pass to Musa. Launches from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Musa's got 31. Here's Lucas. And a great show through three quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Up 7. And we're coming right back after. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And it's Musa in at the 2 guard. Yurtsevin kicks to Osman. Beyond the arc. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Screened by Ibaka. Here's Musa. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Musa's got 5 points now in the quarter. Athens trails by 9. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Slukas can't get it to fall.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Ibaka for 3. Armin Gomez grabs the miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Drills the three-pointer.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Puts up a deep 3. Musa with the bucket. Musa's got 41.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And that one's good. Osman.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
And it's a completely new group for Athens.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Musa. Fires for 3. The shot will not fall. Shoots the 3. Musa grabs the miss. Musa's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Garuba. He's covered by Brown. Here's Musa from deep three-point land. The long distance 3 is buried. Musa's got 44.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. To Grant.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
We've got 1:18 left in the game. Fires the 3. Musa can't hit. Athens trails by 8. Athens moving the ball around.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. Banked in off the glass. Musa's got 48.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Grant for 3. They get it again. To the middle. Pass to Nunn. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Ibaka. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Musa. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And so they get the victory here at home. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah.
Greetings, it's 2K Sports bringing you live coverage of the NBA. This is our Sunday night broadcast. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Sinks it from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Musa. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Pulls it. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Here's Musa. About a minute played here so far in the first. Gets the three ball to go.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Pass to Balmaro. Five on the clock, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
The three is up. The shot that time not on target. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Pass to Musa.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
First team foul.
Tries a three off the inbound. That shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Shoots. And Azonia pulls it down.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Fires from deep. And the three-pointer goes.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 5 points in the game.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Here's Musa. Parries it from three.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
To the wing, right side. Here's the three. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. No good from outside. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. No problems knocking that one down.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
Here's Musa. And he drops it in from the low post.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
1:43 left in the first quarter. And he jams it home with authority.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Second team foul.
Minute 32 left in the first. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
To the middle. Picked it out of midair. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. .107 left in the opening quarter. A deep three. Garuba with a rebound. Fires the three. Balmaro grabs the board. Garuba's gone 1 for 3 on the night. It's an even 3-on-3 break. They now take the lead. He's got 11.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Pass to Musa. 34 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Garuba with the drive. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And this night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Got a piece of it. No good. Would have counted had it gone. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Up by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game over.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Brooks outside. Pass to Mirotic. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Now here's Ibaka. He's covered closely. And the jam by Ibaka.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Mirotic. They grab their own miss.
Home team foul. Number 24. First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Back to Brooks. Launches a 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Deck. Ibaka down low. And a missed layup. Brooks outside. Count it. Brooks has gotten his second bucket on the night. Brooks has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Now here's Ibaka. Not a lot of room. Pass to Deck. Uses the glass on the layup.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Driving inside. And he throws it with one hand.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Now here's Ibaka. For three. Drills it from deep. Ibaka's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes.
Just 5 to shoot. Releases. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ibaka's got 7 points in the game.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Drops in the three.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
He takes it in. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Mirotic. No good on the three.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Now Ibaka. He has 7. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Heading play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Tries it from the top of the key. Nice jump shot. 13 points in the game.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there. And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
These are his first free throws of the game. Both free throws good from Ibaka.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
There's 42 seconds left in the second. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Pass to Balmaro. Right wing. Takes a three. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Here's Garuba. Launches it. Can't get it to drop. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. They lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the 2. From the line, that one is off. Puts up a 3. Garuba, it's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
We've got Usman Garuba, And it's Musa in at the shooting guard position. Here's Balmaro. Yet to see a basket. Charity stripe shot. Out left to the wing. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Number 16. Away team foul. Balmaro. First personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Garuba. Launches it from deep. They get it again. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Here's Musa. Give him 8 points now. The shot's good. 10 points for him. Lays it up and banks it in.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Away team foul. Shields. First personal foul. Second team foul.
The three is up. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And he makes the first.
Shooting for the away team. Shields.
And so he hits both. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. Making him 5 for 10 now. They've got numbers. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The open shot by Brooks. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Brooks has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Here's Musa. He's got 13. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. 3-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Campazzo with a steal. In transition. And it's good. 2 points. Garuba's gotten 4 this quarter.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
The 3 is up. Drains the triple.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
There's the drive. Just 5 on the clock. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Brooks outside. 36 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Down low. Stripped away. Pass to Garuba. Here's Campazzo. Brooks defending. Here's Garuba. 13 points in the game. Shot clock at 3. Slam home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Pass to Mirotic. Shot from 16. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. 6 to shoot. And it's Ibaka on the drive. Goes back up. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The officials were right on top of that one.
The first one falls.
Number 6, taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Out to the wing. The 3. Mirotic can't get it to go.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Probably not the shot they had in mind. But you can't fault him. He had a clean look. Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Substitution on the court.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Garuba. Knocks down the triple.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Pass to Balmaro. They need this. That one doesn't drop. Here's Garuba. Here's Hazonia. Into the lane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them. You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line. And he's good on the first of 3.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
And he's good on the second. Well, when you list the best players in the NBA right now, Doris, most of the top guys are from outside the U.S.
B.A., I don't know why that is. There's a lot of theories out there, one of which is the 1992, the initial Dream Team, so captivated the imagination of fans across the world. So I think that's part of it. We have to love that the game of basketball is so popular in countries outside of the United States, and we would be making a mistake if we did not give the league the credit it deserves for wanting to grow the game internationally. It has not been solely and exclusively focused here in the United States. They want everyone to love the game as much as we do.
To the right side, it's tipped. Pass to Mirotic. The 3-ball. The shot no good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Here's Hazonia. And And it's off from three-point range.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
A quick shot there. It's off target. Here's Garuba. On target from range. Garuba's got 19 points.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Garuba. A minute 29 left in the fourth. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Musa. Deflected. And he recovers it. And he jams it home with authority.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
From outside the arc. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Garuba. Fires away from way outside. Doesn't go there. 8 for 12. 41 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Musa. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. The three. Unable to get that one. Here's Garuba. Here's Campazzo. Fires from way outside. And so they get the victory here at home. We saw two different teams tonight. One play.